What is going on, college sports fans? Welcome back to another video. Today I forgot my Big 12 conference tournament predictions. I'm going to do this for all major 6 conferences. They'll be all coming out within the next few days before the conference tournaments start. And we're going to see how many of these conference champions we can get correct, man. And we're starting off here in the Big 12. I'm ready to get started. Real quick, I just want to say subscribe if you guys are new. We're so close to 1,000 subs, so help your boy out. Also, drop a like on this video if you enjoy and comment down below your thoughts on my picks and who you think is going to win the Big 12 tournament. And let's get it started, man. No 10 seed this year because Oklahoma State is not allowed to compete in the tournament. So we have our 8-9. Oklahoma as the 7 automatically gets past this round. So WVU, which is my favorite team, having a bad year this year, versus Kansas State. This is a tough one, man. West Virginia really hasn't even been able to beat Kansas State. Maybe third time's a charm, and I mean, these two are so iffy. I mean, whoever I have winning here, I'm really going to have to lose to Kansas, so I'm going to go ahead and go with my boys to get at least one win here in the Big 12 tournament and move on to face Kansas in the second round. Now, we will start from the top here and then move down here in this round. So we got Texas versus TCU in our 4 versus our 5 seeds. This would be a really fun one to watch because I thought TCU, they were looking like they were heating up at the right time. They split games with Kansas this week, and then they also beat Texas Tech not too long ago. So TCU, man, the Horned Frogs were heating up, but then they lost to my Mountaineers actually today as I'm recording this video. So that is a tough loss because WVU, we have not played well in conference at all this year. We fight, man, but not a good look for TCU. But Texas has been struggling lately. They haven't been able to beat the big teams like Kansas, Baylor. Like, Texas just cannot knock off the big teams. I'm going to go with TCU, even though they kind of ended that hot streak by losing to WVU. I'm going to pick them here to beat Texas in round 1, 5/4 right there. Kansas versus West Virginia. You guys know who I'm picking. I'm going to go with Kansas. Going to go with these Jayhawks, man. They're playing good basketball right now, and Abachi is going to be too much. They just play harder, man. They play harder. They're going to be too much for my boys. Kansas is going to move on. That's an easy pick. Baylor Bears versus the Oklahoma Sooners. Now, this one could be a little bit more interesting than a 2-7 might be. Like, Oklahoma fights, man, and they've gotten some good conference wins this year, and I don't think they're still fighting for a spot in the NCAA tournament. I don't think they're, like, on the look for a bubble right now, so they're going to have to at least win 2 games. They're going to have to get to the championship game if they want any shot at making the tournament, and they might even have to win it. So Oklahoma's playing for their season in this game, but I just don't see it happening, man. I got to rock with the Baylor Bears to get it done. I just can't see Scott Drew losing first round of the Big 12 tournament this year. Not with his team. They play so well, especially on offense. Flo Thamba, James Akinjo, Matthew Meyer. I mean, you name it, man. They got the boys. They got the boys. Next up, we got Texas Tech versus Iowa State. And I really like Isaiah Brockington on Iowa State. I think that he is a star player. Like, he is fun to watch. And they're going to need him to go for a lot of points because Iowa State is so tricky, man. They just lost to Oklahoma State this week, and they only put up 36 points. But then on other nights, like whenever they played my team, WVU, Isaiah Brockington just about put up 36 points himself. So I don't trust Iowa State's offense enough to score enough points against Tech, man. Texas Tech plays hard-nosed defense, one of the best defensive teams in the entire country, and I just don't think that Iowa State is going to put up enough points in that matchup. It's a tough matchup for Iowa State, man, because Texas Tech plays hard defense. So I got Tech moving on. All right, guys, let's go into our semifinals. We got 2 good matchups, man. TCU versus Kansas. That would be a fun one. I don't know. I like Mike Miles, the point guard for TCU. I think that they could actually maybe win this game. But I'm going to go with Abachi. Kansas has got to start playing harder defense, though, because they have good offense. I mean, McCormick needs to step up for sure down low. But Christian Brown, of course, you got Abachi. They play good offense. They need to play better defense, especially against this TCU team, man, because they're sleepers. Don't sleep on TCU. I think the Jayhawks move on to the Big 12 tournament. Baylor versus Texas Tech. Now, this is a matchup that has favored Texas Tech this year. Tech has beat Baylor twice this year in Waco and also in Lubbock. And I like Texas Tech for the three-peat against the Baylor Bears this year. Give me Texas Tech. They've been playing awesome recently. I know that they had the one loss. I think they actually had a couple of losses this week, but hopefully that gets them woke up here and they get ready for this Big 12 tournament, because I think that they would win that game again. They just have a good matchup for Baylor, man. They play hard defense, and I'm a big fan of Texas Tech this year. I'm a big fan of Texas Tech, so give me Tech to move on to the Big 12 championship game. Alright guys, so now we have our Big 12 championship. We have the Kansas Jayhawks, who are almost always in the Big 12 championship game, versus the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And I am going to go with Texas Tech to pull off the 3 over the 1 seed upset. Well, upset if you want to call it that. But Texas Tech and Kansas split the series this year, and Texas Tech actually had a very, very close game in Allen Fieldhouse. And I think in this neutral court, Texas Tech is going to go crazy. And I really believe in this Red Raiders team this year. Potential Final Four team. I mean, Kansas can as well, especially if they clean up their defense a little bit, because their defense has been iffy. A lot of top teams, their defenses have been iffy, and it might get them caught in the NCAA tournament or in the conference tournaments. And I think Texas Tech gets the job done, man, especially coming off that win against Baylor. They came to play. Give me the Red Raiders as your Big 12 champions. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for this one. I should have the ACC tournament predictions out later today, and along with the rest of the Power 6 conferences in Division 1 basketball coming out within the next few days. So make sure you guys subscribe if you guys are new. We're super close to 1,000, so help your boy out. And yeah, it's been your boy Danny. I'm out.